Hello and welcome back to another real estate video to all you beautiful Zaidi owners out there. We just started 2019 and we're already in March. The first quarter is over. What does real estate have to say? What does the market have to say? What do I think about the market? What do I suggest to you guys? All these questions. Let's jump right into the topic. The stats so far are positive. Interest rates haven't gone up. They're not going to be going up. Something that we've been anticipating since January. The mortgage brokers I work with, the team I work with, they've advised that they might not be going up either. But again, I would recommend you talk to your lender, talk to your bank, talk to your advisors, and find out how true that is. But so far, it looks positive. So far, it looks like the market is heading in a very, very positive manner. Some reviews say that we could probably touching 2016, end of 2016, early 2017 prices. We don't know, right? But that's what the market shows so far. The sentiments of the market are strong. People are coming back into the market. They've got that confidence again. They've seen that, you know what, the Ontario government is actually trying to ease things off from the lending perspective. Of course, they're trying and they're thinking about taking away the 15% foreign buyer tax, which will bring back that confidence. And of course, it's very evident they could not keep that for too long. I personally felt, and I personally advised people, it's not going to take too long for the old days to come back. And always, as I say this, real estate never dies. It becomes ill. It was going through a very slow phase of its cycle. And of course, every business cycle, what goes up has to come down and eventually has to go up again. So the confidence again is building up in the market, and I'm very optimistic about this. I've been promising you guys I'm going to bring someone else on this video as well. I'm going to be adding some more professional heads to my video, but I've just been so busy that I've reached out to people. They're waiting for me to actually contact them and start this video, and I've not been able to get the time to do so. But rest assured, we're already in March. I believe in the next few months or in the next video, I should have somebody with me. What should you guys be doing? Well, basically, let's go out and buy. The spring market, which was supposed to start in March, has prolonged a little bit because of the weather. And I'm sure if all these people who are living in Toronto, all you Torontonians would know exactly what I'm talking about. Canada's being hit by very severe weather. And positive in the next few weeks, and I believe that positive weather will impact the decisions of a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers. But again, having said that, please do not go crazy. Please do not just get too emotional. Let's have a one-to-one chat. Let's sit down and talk, and let's look at your options. Let's work out some numbers and make a wise decision. The market is heading towards a positive side, so let's make a wise and a very optimistic decision. Let's sit down together and try to make things work in a little bit more of a calculated manner, rather than just jumping in because the market's becoming hot, just jumping in because it's definitely going to go up. Let's have a little bit of a wiser decision. We've always been doing that with a lot of my buyers, and for those of you who are watching me for the first time, there's been a lot of new additions on my email list. There's been a lot of new additions of people watching me these videos. For all of you guys, in all my previous videos, I've always been saying to make a firm, to make a quick and make a calculated decision. It's always important to do your numbers right. Let's go talk to the mortgage brokers. Let's go talk to the lenders, and let's find out where you stand financially at this point. For all those investors, again, you know what the drill is. You know exactly how I'm going to act to this. And you know exactly how I'm going to react on this as well. It's always buy, and buy. Average out your investments. Again, this advice is for those who have money lying around, who've got money in the accounts that's not laying any eggs or multiplying. So for those of you, let's go out and buy right now. For first-time home buyers, it's very important. I've helped a few first-time home buyers already. January, February has been extremely busy for me, touch wood, thank God. And that's why my videos were not as frequent as I had promised. But hey, I'm still optimistic that I'll have more videos coming up for you guys with more advice. And of course, adding on my previous technique of statistical data as well. But having said that, there's a lot of data out there right now, and I keep emphasizing that the most legitimate and the most authentic data is not my website, is no one else's website. It's going to the Toronto Real Estate Board, going to the AREA website, go on to CREA website and find out those stats from there. You know where the stock market is at the moment. You know exactly where the gold prices are at the moment. You know exactly where oil is heading, and you know exactly what's going to happen to the real estate. When the other markets are down, real estate picks up. And of course, why? It's again and again, I keep repeating the same thing over and over again, because real estate has been a tried and tested method of wealth generation. We've been doing this for a lot of investors. We will continue doing this for a lot of investors. And I personally am a strong believer that if you join hands with the right people, people who know their stuff and who are from the industry, just like myself. I was born into a family that's been doing this since a long, long time. I mean, 1972, 70, 68. That's where my family's been into it. So you can just imagine the immense experience and exposure and the professionalism that will be attached to people like myself. And again, I always recommend talk to the professionals. You are smart enough, intelligent enough to understand who is a professional and who is not. There's a difference between studying the market and coming out with a decision with the right people. And there's a difference between, as I said, that just going out and buying. Having said that, give me a call, write me an email, drop me a text, communicate with me, let me know what you're thinking. I always keep repeating the same statement over and over again by a very wise man in my life. Real estate never dies. It just becomes ill. It's a temporary phase where real estate goes down. Do not let that bother you. Of course, do not go overboard either. Sit down with a professional, work your numbers out, and make a firm decision. Again, I repeat myself, give me a call, write me an email, drop me a text. I'm just a phone call away, just a text away. I am very, very accessible. And people who work with me know that. People who talk to me know that. I've had so many people just come up to me and ask me so many questions. And that's what I love. That's the beauty of social media. That's the beauty of these videos. You guys are getting the message. You guys are contacting me. You guys are doing that. And for those of you who've still not taken that decision and you're still on the back bench, do not sit. Remember in school, remember when you were growing up, remember what you've been telling your kids. Do not sit in the back bench. One sitting in the back bench will always remain in the back. Yes, be a little bit more conservative is a different thing. Being fearful is a different thing. And fear just gets onto you just like a disease. So do not let fear overtake your emotions. Talk to somebody. It's just a phone call away. It doesn't cost you. You're not making a commitment. You're just chatting with somebody who you feel can give you some advice. And again, when you're taking that advice, you don't have to accept it and act on it. You can talk to multiple people, but make that first phone call. Give me a call. Talk to me. And then move forward. And I'm sure and I'm confident and I am so optimistic of the fact that once you've spoken to me, you'll have a proper direction. I will make sure that you are focused and you know exactly where you're coming from and exactly where you're heading and walk you through those steps. To those of you who know my steps, for those of you who've communicated and worked with me, can vouch for that. Having said that, stay warm. I'm positive that next week the weather is going to be a little bit more warmer. I'm heading out to a country. I don't know if I can make real estate vlogs over there. I can't promise you, but I'll definitely try to share some videos from that part of the world. You'll be surprised of where real estate is heading globally. And again, that word that I call, or the word that I use for myself as a global real estate professional, I'm actually acting on it now. I'm actually going to be showing to you what I mean by global real estate and what I mean by the global experience and what I mean by global construction background. Until next time, take care and stay blessed.